Okay, I wanted to review linear equations and how to write a linear equation when you are given 2 points. I'm going to show you 2 different ways, and then we're going to make sure we know how to put it in each form. But the most important form for me is slope-intercept, because when it's in slope-intercept form, we can graph it easily. So let's get started. So we have slope-intercept form. That's when we know the slope and the y-intercept. We have point slope when we know the slope in 1 point. And then we have standard form, which we mainly use for finding the intercepts to graph or word problems. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to find the slope no matter what to get it in slope-intercept or point slope. And again, our ultimate goal is slope-intercept form. So let's find the slope. So we're going to have x1, y1, x2, y2. All that means is this is our first coordinate, this is our second coordinate. So slope-intercept, we need to find the slope. Slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And be very careful with your negatives. This is going to give us negative 3 over positive 6, which simplifies to negative 1/2. So slope is negative 1/2. We do not know the y-intercept. That is when x is 0. We were not given that coordinate. So I'm going to first show you or remind you how to use point slope. Use point slope when you know the slope, which we do, and you have a point, which we do. So I'm just going to use this second point. You could use either, but I try to look for the ones that have all positive integers. I'm going to use this formula right here. We have y minus the y1 value equals my slope, which is negative 1/2, times x minus my x value. Now we're going to simplify. This means we're going to distribute the negative 1/2. And now this is in point slope, but our ultimate goal is slope-intercept form. All I have to do is add 5 to both sides. And here is, forgot the x here. Here is our equation written in slope-intercept form, and I could easily graph this. I would start at 0, 6. My slope is going down 1 and right 2. And there is a picture of our graph. Now let me show you a second way for those that just want to use slope-intercept and you don't want to use point slope, but it's all the same idea. So we have y equals my slope, we already discovered, is 1/2. Now we need a value for x and y so we can find the value of b. So again, you're just going to pick either of the points to plug in and then solve for b. This time, let's just go ahead and use the first point just to show that either point works. So my y value is 8. The x value when y is 8 is negative 4. Multiply negative 1/2 times negative 4. That gives us positive 2. Solve for b. And you can see that b equals 6. And we can write it. And we have our slope. And we have our b value. So either way you want. Now I want to take y equals just to remind ourselves how to write in standard form if you are asked. So both of our x and y terms are on the left side or the same side. I'm going to add 1/2 x and we get 1/2 x plus 1y equals 6. Now recall that the a and b, the coefficients of y and x, must be an integer. This has a fraction, so we're going to multiply through by 2. So this gives me 1x plus 2y equals 12, and this is standard form. And one last thing, some folks want you to make sure that the leading coefficient, in this case x, 1x, the 1 is our leading coefficient, is positive. and it is. If it was not positive, you can multiply through by -1. I hope this helps.